Hello, beautiful colleagues. Yeah, it's actually been a while. I know I've been on sabbatical. Actually, I didn't mean to do so, but then you just need to bear with me. Yeah, it's all for good. Yeah, I want to sincerely appreciate every old subscribers for still watching those videos. Yeah, I still keep on getting loads of comments. Yeah, people reaching out for classes. It actually means a lot to me. Yeah, thank you very much. You are the real MVPs, and I love you for that. Yeah, it's no longer new to us that there has been recent changes to OSCE syllabus, and one of the topics that was added is what we're going to be discussing in this video, and that is preoperative checklist. Yeah, it's one of the skills that was added. Yeah, two skills were actually added, so we're going to be talking about this extensively in this video. Yeah, it is simple, believe me. Yeah, by the end of this video you would attest to it that it's actually very simple because it's going to be properly simplified. Yeah, with that being said, let's get started. Yeah, the station is actually a 10-minute station, and for stations that are relatively short, like this one, assessor usually say assume all checks has been done. It could be let's say center dependent, I wouldn't know, but in most cases 6 minutes, 8 minutes, 10-minute stations, you can get such from assessor. It all depends. Yeah, in case you are not told so, do not assume so I would assume my assessor has not said that to me now, so I'm going to be starting this station very quickly now. Right, hi, I'm Kenny, and one of the nurses that will be attending to you today. How are you? Right, the reason I'm here is you've been scheduled for a surgery. Yeah, that is diagnostic laparoscopy. Yeah, if I may ask, do you know what this procedure is all about? Has anybody talk you through it at all? Oh, so sorry about that. Right. It's actually not something so complicated, so to say. Yeah, it is because you came in with an unexplained abdominal pain. And so doctors want to know exactly where the problem is coming from by visualizing your internal organs, yeah, with the head of clinical apparatus, yeah, a camera like, just to make sure the care is targeted to exact place where the problem may be coming from. So that is what the procedure is all about. Yeah, and it could come with a risk or complications. It does not mean you must manifest any of them. It's just to prepare you for what could come after the surgery. Yeah, you could have something like bleeding, infection, let's say damage to internal organ, and in most cases anesthetics agent issue, right? But like I said, it doesn't mean you must manifest any of this, just to keep you abreast, right? Are you happy for me to continue? Because I've got an array of questions to take you through, if that is okay with you, just to make sure you are ready for the surgery. As I approach my scene, I see my scene is safe, nothing to harm me or my patient. I provide privacy by pulling the nearby curtain. I go ahead to perform my hand hygiene, following the 7 steps of WHO standard by putting an ample amount of gel to my palm. I rub palm to palm, right palm over left thumb, vice versa. Fingers interlaced, fingers interlocked, vice versa. Rotational rubbing of my thumb, vice versa. Rotational rubbing of my finger close to my palm, vice versa. Rotational rubbing of my wrist, vice versa. My hands are clean now as I approach my patient. So before we proceed, I would like you to confirm your name with your date of birth, while I double check with my paperwork as well as against your wristband, please. You have on the screen the assumed scenario. I'm not saying this is exact question that's going to come out for you in your exam. This is just for educational purpose, right? So the scenario says you are a nurse on the surgical ward. Janet James is planned for diagnostic laparoscopic surgery due to abdominal pain today. Please complete the preoperative checklist and all required documentation. That is the assumed scenario. All right. So I'm going to proceed to my patient to continue the station. So Janet, are you allergic to anything at all? Okay, you have no known allergy. It's properly documented in my notes that you have no known allergy, right? And it's evidenced by you having a white wristband on, right? So I will start with those questions now, right? Your ID band, I can see you. Could you please reconfirm your name and date of birth again? Yeah, I have Janet James. Yeah. Janet James, okay, and your date of birth is 0101 1992, 0101 1992, and your hospital number is 1234567, 1234567. Perfect. So I can confirm your ID band. Yeah. Are you allergic to anything? Okay, you said nothing. Yeah. So I'm going to be ticking your ID band as checked. Okay. And you said you have no known allergy. Am I correct? Okay. I'm going to be ticking that as no. Okay. Right. Then baseline vital sign. Has anybody come to do vitals on you today? Yeah, it has already been ticked. Okay. So the baseline vital sign is already checked. Yeah, it is ticked. Yes. The latest lab results available already ticked. Then pregnancy test has been completed. Is ticked already. Yeah. Your state of dentition, if I may ask, is there any caps, crowns, loose teeth, or dentures, please? Okay, you've got a bottom denture. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to be removing that. If that is okay with you, then we keep it in your already labeled pot. Then after the surgical procedure, you're going to have it back. I'm going to keep the anesthetist abreast about this, right? So it's just to prevent it dislodging to clog your airway, right, in the process of the procedure. So to be on safer side, this is going to be removed temporarily. Is that okay, Janet? All right. So moving on, do you have any jewelries on now? Okay, I can see you don't have any earrings. What about do you have any ring on? Oh, you have your wedding ring on the left ringer. Okay. I'm going to be noting that right as well, and the surgical team will be kept informed too, right? So we're going to be taping, I will tape the wedding ring, okay, so that this does not interfere with anything like the chemicals there, the mercury doesn't interfere with the procedure. After the procedure, they're going to hand it over to you appropriately again. Is that okay, Janet? Right. Moving on, if I may ask, have you been fasting at all? Oh, okay. So you've been off food for like 6 hours, if I heard you correctly, and fluid for 3 hours. Yeah. I'm going to be properly documenting that and I will report it appropriately. Right. Do you have any makeup on? And is there any false nail at all, nail varnish? Okay, you don't have anyone on. Supposing you have, I would have loved to help you clean it because it's not allowed. Are you going for surgical procedure that way? Right. And consent form, have you signed consent form at all? Oh, good. It's already been signed. Yeah, I could see it's ticked that it's signed. Yeah, yeah, that's okay. That's good to know. Right. Do you mind me to tell the surgeon to see you prior the procedure? Okay, you wouldn't mind. Okay, so I'm going to be informing the surgeon about that. Right. Okay. Yeah, if I may ask, do you know that your last recorded weight, please? Oh, perfect. 70 kg. Yeah, I have that. And your height, please? 1.7 meter. Okay, yeah, I have that already. So on your BMI here, I've got my BMI chart just as it is displayed on the screen for you. The BMI chart is what we are going to be using to check this patient's BMI, that is the weight of the patient against the height. Okay, the chart has got, just like you're seeing on your screen, the chart has got weight in kilogram and the height in inches. Then there is other in stone and in pounds. You will ignore that. Okay, the L that is facing the L shape, assume L shape facing upside down, not the one from left. Yeah, so you're going to check the weight of the patient in kilogram against the height of the patient in inches. That's what you're going to do. Yeah, to get the BMI of this patient. Already, I've done the patient's BMI to be 24. Right, your BMI is okay, so I'm not going to be escalating anything regarding that. Right. If I may ask, do you have any prosthesis on, like any false limb at all? Okay, I'm going to be taking no, as you said, there is none. Now, what about implants, that is, such as pacemaker or anything of such? You have none, right? I'm going to be taking a nail as well, right? Then your skin is properly prep for the surgery, I could say that, right? So in no time, I'm going to be getting you your theater gown, right? To get you gowned prior the surgery, if that is okay with you. As soon as I finish taking you through the questions, I'll get your gown so you'll be ready for the procedure. Is that okay, Janet? Right, thank you very much. And so I can see you already have your third stockings on, which is great. Okay. So like I said, ensure the surgeon comes to see you and the anesthetist to be kept informed about your denture. Also, I'm going to be telling the surgical team about your ring that is taped. So everything will be back to normal as soon as we are done with the procedure, if that is okay with you, Janet. Right. Thank you very much for your time. With all of this we've said, have you got any concern at all? Oh, I know that you are anxious because of the surgery. Yeah, it's just like I've explained to you, it's not something so difficult, okay? All right, don't worry. Surgeon will be here, all right, to further explain what the procedure entails to you, if that is okay, Janet. Right, do not worry at all, just like I've said, right? Would that be all for now? Right, thank you very much. I will see you soon. Okay, let me go get the gown for you. Right, so leaving the patient now, I'll go ahead and perform my hand hygiene following the 7 steps of WHO standard. There is nothing to discard because I was not on PPE prior now. Yeah, so I'll just go ahead and perform my hand hygiene following the 7 steps of WHO standard. Yeah. Yeah, it could be that simple. You see, in 10 minutes or thereabouts, you're going to finish this station. It could be that easy. Yeah. So should you need a one-on-one classes in your OSCE practices, you can reach out to us through the contact displayed on your screen, and we will be more than happy to assist you. Until I come your way in my subsequent videos, keep practicing OSCE. Bye.